Welcome to another styling video. It seems like the warm weather is finally here to stay, so that means it's officially the beginning of wash and go season. I actually washed my hair a couple days ago and put it in braids, and then since it was warm today, I took it out and figured it was time to do something with it. So let's see, I have an idea for this, which is I'm going to be separating out this section from this section, and I've done this so many times at this point that there is kind of like, you see the part is there. This other side doesn't want me to find the part though. There we go. So roughly, and I'm not aiming for this to be perfect, I just want to get kind of a general idea. Right. Just gonna check with the mirror to make sure that that looks right. Well, the part isn't super clean, but it's good enough for what I want. So let's just separate this off here. Okay, so we're gonna work with these two back sections separately. So let me put that into its own section. And then we've got this section left. I am gonna be putting just in a little bit of this olive oil moisturizing lotion. This is what I've been using as leave-in conditioner recently, and I think it's been working out really well. I accidentally put too much. This stuff is so thick, I only need about half of this, so I'm gonna put the rest on the other side of my hair and use it later. Okay. And I like to put this on damp hair, not soaking wet hair. I feel like the hair just absorbs it better, and it's better for my hair strands. Next, I'm going in with the Design Essentials Curl Forming Custard, which I love so much. This has been one of my staples ever since I discovered it, mostly just for the smell, honestly, but it also is a great product to define curls, and it makes them feel very soft once you break the cast, which is good. You can use it by itself or with other products. I personally have never had an issue with it reacting badly with other products. I just combine it and I don't really see flakes. Then that's really awesome. So here I'm just kind of putting it on in a smoothing motion type of thing. I'm not really raking it or defining in any particular way. And since I did wash my hair the other day, I didn't bother to detangle. So what you see is what you get. And if there's frizz, there's frizz. I'm a lazy natural. I have 1 hour to get this done and get out of the house. And I am not bothered to spend more time on this than I feel is necessary. Put some up here near the top parts of my hair. There we go, that's the one side. Now I'm going to start on the other side, and we're just repeating the exact same steps. That's both sides of my hair done here. And then this front section, let's see. I don't want to lose what I've done here at the back, so I'm gonna just kind of put it away for just a hot sec. And then I want to just section off just the very front. Putting section here, it's too much. Okay. Okay, it's not perfect, but it will do. So we are going to go ahead and separate off this section. Just use a barrette to keep this in place. Okay, now for the rest of this, again, we're putting a little bit more of the lotion. I just always like to put a primer on before I go in with any kind of gel or anything like that onto my hair. I just feel like I have to put the leave-in conditioner. Then I'm gonna go in with this. I am not trying to define my curls at all with this. Just putting it on just as a little extra, just to give me that nice top coating. Just smoothing it all in. All right, I'm gonna kind of like let this part dry for a hot sec while I work with this front section. That's gonna do what it's gonna do. Here we go with 2-strand twisting. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to rope twist. So you twirl one direction and then you twirl this one the same direction. So once they're both twirled and I'm twirling, which direction am I going? So I want to twirl this way and I want to twirl this way. So once they're both like this, I'm twirling this direction, so then I cross them this way. And this is much better for my hair than doing a regular 2-strand twist. It holds way better. And so I like doing this. When I get down to the end, I just do like a regular 2-strand twist. All right, same for the other side. And then this part has dried up enough, I think, for me to do what I want to do with it. Pull it up. This one too. All right. Trying to ignore the ones from the back, not accidentally grab those. Okay, so then we're gonna take this, do it around once, do it around the second time, and then we're just gonna make this as big as possible, and then just do a little fan bun right at the top here. And that should be good. Since my hair isn't dry yet, I am gonna just gently kind of pin the fan in place. Once it dries, then we'll be fine, but I don't wanna accidentally dislodge it before I'm done. It's lopsided. Take this off. So now we have this going on. And that is basically the style. The last thing to do is just to get the blow dryer and blow dry this. I'm just spray a little heat protectant. I put a little bit in my hands too. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it onto there. And this smells so good. that's dry enough. You can see that the curls, the gel cast has kind of started to set. That's what I usually like to dry it until the gel cast starts to set. And then it'll finish drying on its own. It's a warm day, it's a little bit breezy, and it'll turn out the way I want. I'm also gonna pin these out of the way because it's just gonna annoy me so much. It's gonna just drive me nuts. The last step is to add ornaments, and as you can see, I already put on some earrings, an extra necklace, just because I think it's gonna look good with the gold. And I'm just gonna pop on these right here. There we go. That is my look for today. All I defined was the back, and I wouldn't even really say defined, but I am just elongating the curls a little bit. Of course, they are going to shrink less than they would have if I hadn't used a blow dryer, but I still think they are going to shrink up a little bit. But this just gives me a totally different look. Instead of my hair being like super huge, it's a little bit more confined, and that's what I want because I don't want to have to deal with knots and tangles. So if this part, because it's out, gets a little bit tangled, it's going to be so much easier to detangle just this little section here and here than it would be to have to detangle my whole head of hair. And then I can just easily reset for another style. And then keeping this in a bun, it'll dry a little bit more stretched out because of the way it is. And again, that'll make it less tricky when it comes to detangling. And then these just frame my face really nicely. If I didn't have them, like the style would look fine. Just put it back here like this. It would look fine, but this just adds extra interest. And it kind of gives me a Katara, Fire Nation Katara vibe, which I really like. Other times when I've been doing my hair, I just put my hair up in a bun to keep it out of the way while I am doing the rest of my style. And then I take it down and I finish. And I always look at those and think, but what if I just left it in the bun? So that's what I did for today. I just left it in the bun. And we're gonna see if this gets bigger and bigger. It may not, depending on just the weather, the humidity. It's warm, but not super humid. So we'll just see what happens. But I really love how this looks right now. And I'll check back in with you when it is fully dry, and we'll see if it has transformed any. All right, here we are. It did shrink up a little bit, especially at this back section here where the layers are a little bit shorter. Here's what it looks like from the back. And to be perfectly honest, I took this out and braided it because I think the ponytail was a little too tight and it was starting to give me a headache right here. And if there's one thing I'm not going to endure, it's a painful hairstyle. So it started to hurt. I'm taking it out and I'll just unbraid it tomorrow and wear it as like a super cute half up, half down. But yep, I'll probably throw in a couple pictures of what it looks like tomorrow, maybe even the day after, depending on how long I keep this style. I went ahead and used a very small amount of the serum to scrunch out the crunch so it wouldn't be hard overnight, and pin these front parts up out of the way so they can just be there in my bonnet, nice and protected overnight. I really like how this turned out. It was a fun style. I'm definitely going to try it again sometime. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.